Hello, hi. Sorry, fast. Insurance industry is a tremendously big industry. 7 trillion US dollars annually they collect in premiums. It's still no modernization really going on. It's old-fashioned industry. And people today, they're not really happy with the insurance industry. What's happening today? Diligent and responsible people, they are overpaying their insurance premium, and actually they are paying for the bad ones. So insurance industry, they notice this problem and they are trying to find a solution, how to do a better segmentation of their clients and more precise risk assessment. And they are trying to collect big data, they are trying to invade your privacy, they are developing telemetry devices with which they try to monitor how you behave, what you do. But still, can we do something better than that? And yes, the answer is we can do. In InsurePal, we will implement an innovative social proof concept into the insurance to try to outperform any other methods in use in insurance today. So what is social proof? So social proof is a new method that somebody who is responsible and diligent can get a huge saving on his insurance if he can find an endorser, somebody who knows this guy and who is willing to vouch for him. What does it mean that he will be vouching for him? It means that if he does the bad decision and he is endorsing somebody who is not responsible and not diligent, he will be losing money. Not only that he will be vouching for this guy, but also he will be rewarded to do that. So he will get money to do that. And here on the screen you see one model how we will build this. And this model we discussed with some blockchain influencers, and you will see this later in the presentation. So the model is that at the end you will not have just one endorser, you will have many endorsers, endorsing endorsers. And on this network, we can measure how well they perform. So in case of bad decisions, in case that the endorsed clients, they will file claims. The deductible out of these claims will be provided by the network behind this guy insured. So closer to the peer, more money you will lose. More distant to the peer, less money you will lose, and vice versa with the reward. So closer to the good note, then more money you will get out of a reward. Why this is important? Because today peer-to-peer rating systems, they just rely on a goodwill and on honesty. So nobody is putting money behind their endorsement, and we think that we will change that. So you will see at the end a more vivid example what's happening today with motor industry. So some good and diligent and safe drivers, they're overpaying their premium and actually they're paying for the bad drivers. And we can change that so that the good drivers, they can actually save up to 50% of the premium. And not only that, on top of that, the endorsers who will be vouching for these guys, they will get an upfront reward. There is, of course, a downside in case of at-fault claims. The endorsers, they will have to pay for the deductible. So this is something completely new in insurance industry. So there is no existing model for a third party guaranteeing in insurance. That's why we filed the patent. And this patent, it means that anybody who wants to do social proof insurance, they will have to use our platform and they will have to join us. So, what we will insure? Today we will insure property, we will insure health, we will insure life. In the future, this model is very good in insuring business blockchain transactions. So, what we think and what others are confirming could be and will be the future business model on a blockchain, how the transactions will be done on a blockchain. So you will have a triangle, and we believe strongly believe that insurance will be one corner of this triangle. Today on the blockchain you have very weak identity disclosure. Most probably we have to improve this. In case of some criminal activities, you know, then the identity has to be disclosed that these guys can be prosecuted. Today you don't have an arbitrage model in place, so smart contracts, they will always execute. But you know, the promises given behind these smart contracts can be broken. So you have no guarantee that actually what is written in a smart contract will be done in a real world. So here insurance comes into a play. So if you have a transaction, let's have that one guy from Albania wants to sell a mobile phone to a guy in Africa. They don't know each other, they don't trust each other. It's extremely difficult to do that because always somebody is nervous. If the guy sending the phone gets the payment in the end, he's nervous. Will he get the payment? If the payment is upfront, the guy is nervous about will he get the properly working phone. Insurance can change that, because if we insure this transaction, then both parties, they know at the end if something goes wrong, they get the financial compensation. But the problem is that the identity disclosure is weak. So with the classical insurance models, the premium price would be simply too big. Nobody will pay 30–40% of transaction price to go for the insurance. With the social proof insurance, we can bring premium down to 1–2%, so then transaction will start flowing and people, they will insure things. Why we can bring the prices that much down? Because the social network behind the insured person, they will enforce people to act honest, to be diligent, and to be responsible. Otherwise, the social network, the friends and family members endorsing these guys, they will be losing money. And nobody wants to do that. So, what we will do with InsurePal? We will do a lot of important things. So first, we will bring a new, cheaper product to the consumers. Consumers, diligent and responsible insurance clients, they will pay much less than they are paying today. What we will do to the crypto community, because of the huge industry insurance represents, we will bring a lot of new money into the crypto. What we will do to the society, because of the InsurePal, the society, the people, they will try to behave more responsible, more diligent, more honest, because of the exposure, financial exposure of their social network behind. So the business model itself, it's really big, because out of premiums sold, this is a motor example for a UK pilot, you know, more and more policies sold, more and more written premium, more and more money goes into the InsurePal, into the crypto community. So let's be bold. If we get 1% of the market share for the social proof insurance, which I think we can overperform, you know, it would bring 70 billion of US dollars onto the platform. Can we do it? Who is behind InsurePal? So my co-founder, Matt Peterman, he was for many years doing software for insurance fraud prevention. I was co-founder of Adacta IT company with 25 million euros of revenue and implementing insurance core system. We bootstrapped this company and now we have 450 employees, mainly IT specialists in 7 countries around Europe. Other team members, to stress out just some of them, Thomas Manson, he is an ex-Lloyd's Motor head of Lloyd's Motor Syndicate. Adam Parker, he's currently head of e-commerce in Procter & Gamble. Matthias Rakovec, he is ex-CEO of Triglav Insurance. This is the 1 billion insurance company here in our part of the world. And some advisors, more will join us. We are in a discussion with more advisors to join us and to support the product. So we have a really international team. Maybe to stress out Ewan King. He was a general manager of an IBM joint venture when they did the implementation of the first insurance PC system in United States. So I was speaking about the blockchain influencers discussing with us this model, and here's one photo with Vinay Gupta when we discussed in London the concept of InsurePal. Most probably you all know Vinay Gupta, he is the guy who launched the Ethereum platform. He just retweeted the yesterday conference, so he is looking carefully what we are doing here in Slovenia. This is how we discussed in London the concept of social proof insurance, and this is like in old startup days. This is a drawing on the back side of the hotel bill. So now we are doing a crowd sale. Crowd sale will be done on the 16th of January, and we are now in a pre-sales stage. This is our IPL token we will be issuing, and 2/3 goes to the investors, and you see the split on the screen. What I would like to stress out here is that now it's a lot of discussion. Either a token is a utility token or security token. I'm happy to announce that we have an upfront ruling from the regulator that actually this is a utility token, so no risk involved for the contributors. So the main value of the token will be a social proof. What is a social proof? So we will calculate so-called trust score for each node. When the transactions will be flowing, we will see who is good, who is bad, and we'll calculate the trust scores. This trust score and all this data, it's written in the ledger beside the token. So our soft cap is $5 million US dollars, and the hard cap is $18 million US dollars. So thank you. Follow us, please, on our social media.